So as you all know, recently I bought a Prop firm account worth 5k from Ep2 Trading that I said I really want to use to test the platform. But whilst testing the platform, I also want to use the opportunity to share with you guys how you can actually trade Prop firm accounts without violating their rules, regardless of the Prop firm you are trading. So for this particular video, I want to share with you 5 simple rules that I want to put in place in order to help me pass this Prop firm account smoothly without violating any of their rules. And if you are also out there, whether you bought a 100k challenge, a 10k challenge, or even a lower than 5k challenge, I would advise you to also imitate this rule as well to actually help you pass that Prop firm account you've got without blowing it up. Because one thing when it comes over to trading Prop firm is that a lot of people get carried away by the initial balance in their account without knowing what exactly they have, without knowing the limit they have access to within the account, and this leads a lot of traders to actually blow up their account. That's why in this particular video I want to share these 5 simple rules with you that I will be implementing on my 5k challenge account that gives me up to $400 maximum loss, and so that you can also try compare these rules to your own Prop firm account and then try scaling it up to actually fit you so that you can get to pass that Prop firm challenge as well. So with that already said, and without taking much of your time, let's get straight into today's video. Let me share with you these 5 simple rules that you can actually implement to pass your Prop challenge. My rule number 1 when it comes to passing this Prop firm challenge is that there will not be scalp trading with a Prop account. Yes, you heard me right. If you are getting a Prop firm account, one thing I advise you to do in this time is that avoid scalp trading with your Prop firm account. And the reason for this is that a lot of Prop firm out there now have strict rules in place to ban accounts that are into scalp trading. They see most scalp traders as gamblers. So if you are buying a Prop firm account and really want to pass it without violating any of their rules, first thing I'll actually ask you to put in place is that avoid scalp trading within the Prop firm account account. Another reason why I wouldn't like to scalp trade is that scalp trading will lead you to lose a lot of trade, mostly if you are a beginner out there. Yes, if you don't have experience, one thing you shouldn't try is scalp trading, because when you are scalp trading, you have to use a higher position size and then using a tighter stop loss, which means that what you are highly exposed to risk and you are trading a very tiny time frame. So the first rule number 1 here that I want to put in place in order to help me avoid breaching these Prop firm rules is that I won't be scalp trading. So personally for me, I have a live account, so I can be scalp trading on my live account whilst taking swing trades or intraday trade opportunities on the firm account. So the rule number 2 here for me to actually pass this Prop firm safely is not risking more than $40 in a day. So now what do I say? What do I mean by not risking more than $40 per trade? Sorry, not per day, but per trade. So now when I bought a 5k account, my maximum daily drawdown is $200, meaning I have to lose a maximum of $200 in a day. So anything above $200 in a day, I've actually breached the Prop firm rules. Now, in order for me to maintain this, I want to risk a maximum of $40 per every single trade I take. Meaning for me to be able to breach my daily rules, I'll have to take how many trades? That's about I'll have to take about 5 trades in a day before I can actually breach the Prop firm rules. Now, there is no way I'm going to take up to 5 trades in a single day. That's totally not possible. So one thing I advise you to do when you buy a Prop firm account is that try to risk less. Don't be in a hurry to actually pass the Prop firm challenge, but take up the process gradually. Risking less and then aiming for more is better off. That's why I don't advise you doing scalp trading with a Prop firm account. Because let me say, if I'm to take only long-term trade, like for example, I want to take a trade I'm going to hold for 4 hours or more, there's definitely higher probability of me winning more of such trade, because what I'll be looking at the overall higher time frame to trade the higher time frame instead of taking the few minutes time frame. So in this kind of scenario, risking $40 in a trade simply means that what I'm aiming for $100 or more in every single trade I take. So that's simply what it means. I'm aiming for up to $100 in every single trade I take. And this one thing I also advise you to implement as well. Like the whole account is 5k, but then there are rules you have to obey, because not the full 5k you are allowed to lose. Like for the 5k, my maximum drawdown is 8%, which is $400. And then in a single day, I'm not allowed to lose more than $200. So based on the way I trade, I take a maximum of 2 trades in a day. And there's no way I'm going to take 2 trades in a day and all of them will hit stop loss. That's totally not possible, even though the forex market is full of surprises. So that's simply all I have for you in this point number 2. Is simply try to risk less and then aim for more. And you might be wondering, how can you gauge that you are going to risk exactly $40 per trade? Well, that's what we'll sort out in the point number 3, talking about the right lot size to actually use. The point number 3 is simply I'll be using a lower position size. Now, what do I mean by lower position size? I'll be using a maximum lot size of 0.2. So 0.2 be my maximum stop lot size. Now, why am I using 0.2 lot size when I already know that I want to risk $40 per trade? Now, there are some pips there's a volume of lot size I can use whereby this $40 will not be more than 4 pips. And then there are pips I can use whereby this $40 might be up to 20-30 pips. So now one thing I always look at when I'm taking a trade is that it's keeping my stop loss at a safe zone. So for me to keep my stop loss at a safe zone, no matter how big or no matter how it looks, then I have to do what? Use a lower position size. So if you're having a 5K prop firm account, one thing I advise you to do is that don't use a bigger position size. Try to lower your position size in order for you to actually be able to pass it without violating your drawdown rules. Now, I can use 0.5 lot size. It might still be a bit safe. I can use 0.1. I can go below 0.1. And this one thing I love about prop firms that don't have the consistency rule. Like for Mevin Trading, they don't have the consistency rule. So without this consistency rule, you can use any prop firm of your choice. You can use any lot size of your choice. You can decide to go down to 0.01. They don't care. You can use 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. You can use any lot size at all. But one thing I will tell you is that before you should pick the lot sizes, first of all, look at the position you are taking. There are some trades whereby your stop loss position will not be more than 10 pips. There are some trades whereby your stop loss position will not be more than 20 pips. So now, one thing I'm going to do is that I'll make sure that whenever I want to take this trade, I'll have to calculate to see the 20 pips. And because I've already budgeted that for every single trade I want to take, I don't want to risk more than $40 as my stop loss position. And for me personally, I pick a fixed lot size that I want to use, which is the 0.2. So whenever I'm going into a trade, I set my stop loss, my take profit, and then I put my lot size at 0.2. Provided that 0.2 and my given lot size, that 0.2 and my position stop loss size is no more than $40, I'm good to take it. But in a scenario whereby I put in the 0.2, but my stop loss is above $40 when I get into losses, then I'm going to lower the stop loss position, or I'm going to lower the lot size just to make sure that I stay in between the $40 range. So now this is simply the point number 3 to help support the point number 2 for you. Simply, in case you see that the amount you budgeted to lose in every single trade is too small for the position you want to take, then instead of trying to increase your stop loss price, you can simply decrease your position size in a way that will actually help you fit into that price. And that's one thing I also do with my live account as well. So the point number 4 here is simply, I will not hold any trade overnight. Now you might ask, what if the trade is in profit? Well, whether it's in profit or it's in loss, so I'm not going to hold any trade overnight. And the reason for this is that I don't know which prop firm you are using, but some prop firm do calculate your stop loss based on equity. So if you have a live trade and then they see that your live trade, maybe you are in $100 or $200 profit, and that trade now maybe you had it overnight, you don't know what can happen at the night, and because late night there's high spread and all of that, if that 200 should count across to the following day, that simply means that what your stop loss, your maximum loss will now be that live profit you are holding and not the one in your account. So if you find yourself in this kind of thing, I always advise you that don't hold trade across night. Like personally for me, if I'm trading a prop firm, I'm not going to hold any trade across night. Once I see that the prop firm daily countdown is almost over, I'm just going to close my trade immediately. This to avoid having anything like equity drawdown problems and all of that. Because once you get into the new day, your new stop loss will now be calculated by the highest equity you are holding, which is not your balance, but the equity in your account. So if that your live trade now should fall back to losses, now your daily drawdown will now be calculated for those new losses, for that your trade that was in profit that came back into loss, and not actually based on whatever thing you've closed in your account before. So when I'm trading prop firm, and this rule I also implement it in this prop firm also, I'm not going to hold any trade across the night. If I see that the trade is still in good position, I will just close it off and then leave it. Let whatever profit that is going on go on, or I can go over to my live account and then place a trade there. Like for my live account, I can hold trade across days. I haven't hold trade across weekends. For my live account, I do that 100% well. But when it comes over to a prop firm account, I wouldn't like to do that, because prop firms are, as we all know, no matter how legit the prop firms appear, I don't trust them that much. That's one thing I always tell you. No matter how legit it appears, no matter how genuine, unique it looks, I'm not going to trust it, because overnight spread, and some of them use the advantage of overnight spread to actually blow up your account. I remember a certain prop firm did this thing to me. When I reached out to them, they said the glitch has been done, so nothing can be undone again. So for that same reason, no matter the prop firm I'm trading, I'll no longer hold my trade overnight. Once I see that the trading session, that trading day is about to close, I'll just close my trade and then let whatever profit that is riding ride on. If I'm in loss, no problem, let me close a minor loss. So with that already said, this is simply the fourth point on this particular list. And if you are still watching this video, then I think you should consider smashing on that subscribe button, like this video, and also tell me what you feel down in the comment section. Now let's move over to the point number 5, and also some bonus tips that you can actually add up to help you trade better. As for the overnight holding, it totally depends on you. Even though your prop firms allows it or not, I will not advise overnight prop firm trade holding. Now, the final rule here is simply only follow your trading strategy. Like, whenever you want to take a trade, make sure that the trade abide by your trading rules and principles. If it doesn't fall under it, don't take it. So, and if you don't have a profitable strategy yet, you don't have a strategy that you've backtested, got enough evidence of, traded in a demo account, and then also traded a mini live account before, I'll advise you to go back, sit your ass down, get a mentor to put you through, or if you don't have the money to pay for a mentor, find a way, learn on YouTube, because a lot of traders they learned on YouTube before they started developing things their own self, including me myself. I learned on YouTube, but I started learning for quite a long ago. So that's one thing I also advise you to also try implementing, because without having a clear strategy, what are you going to do with a prop firm account? Are you going to buy signals and be trading a prop firm account? It doesn't make sense. So one thing I'll tell you is that get a profitable strategy before you go over to the prop firm account. So if you don't have a strategy yet, just go learn something before you come over to the prop firm account. And for those of you who already have a strategy, I will advise you not to say in your mind that, okay, I pretty much bought this prop firm account for just $30, just $50, just $100. So let me just risk it anyhow I want. If you try to bring that attitude over to a prop firm, trust me, you are likely not to pass any single prop firm at all. Trade a prop firm the same way you trade your real account. Like for me now, the same rules I implement when trading my real account is same things that I'm bringing over here to the prop firm account. The only part of my real account I'm not bringing to the prop firm account is the fact that I won't be scalp trading and I won't be holding overnight trades also, because on my real account, no one set rules for me. The rules are my rules. So what I do with the account is up to me. My broker have no reason to tell me you can't do this, you can't lose more than this. No. My broker can't tell me that. That's my personal account. But over on the prop firm account, there are some things I cannot do, like they hate high frequency trading, they hate some sort of trading approaches. So instead of me to do something like this, where I clearly know that it's against them, I'd rather do it on my live account and then trade a prop firm like the way I will trade it in order to stay according to their rules. So in case your prop firm is different from my prop firm that doesn't have any problem with high frequency scalping or high frequency trading and all of that, sure, you can trade it the way you want it. But one thing I advise you to do is that I don't advise you to do scalp trading with prop firm. You are likely to blow it up in no time. So that's simply all I have for you in this video. Hope you find these 5 tips helpful. And to go back over them again, the first one is that no scalp trading on a prop firm. Only focus on high probability setups and take those sort of opportunity alone. The point number 2 is that divide your daily drawdown into 5 places and don't take more than 2 trades a day. Meaning, if you should lose too much in a day, don't lose more than 2 trades. And divide your overall daily loss into 5 places. Meaning you have to lose 5 trades in a day before you can breach your daily drawdown. And for someone who trade high probability setups, 5 trades in a day, lose all of them. How would you even get up to 5 trades in a day to take? If you get up to 5 trades in a day to trade regularly, then there's something wrong with your trading approach. Whatever, I don't know how many products you are trading. Maybe you are trading every single pair in the market out there, unlike me who is trading only few. Now, the next thing is that use a good lot size. Don't say that, okay, I budgeted to lose $40 and I'm using one lot size, and $40 on one lot size is nothing. So maybe let me increase to $200 or $100. Don't do that. Instead, try to work on your lot size by reducing either your lot size, or if you reduce your lot size, or if you use your normal lot size, $40 loss is very long away. Then you can use a higher lot size to grab more profit faster. Always remember, try to focus on the journey and not just the profit target. Don't think that, okay, for me to pass this profit, I have to make this percentage of the account. I have to make this percentage of the account. No, don't do that. Just focus more on trading and growing it gradually, and you eventually get there. And the fourth rule here is that no overnight holding. I'm not going to hold any trade across night. Once I start the trading time, and one thing I'm happy with this prop firm actually shows is that they use my country time zone. So they use my country time zone, so that really makes it perfect for me. So by 10 p.m. my country time or 9 p.m. my country time, I'll just close trade. I'm currently in Ghana, so 9 p.m. Ghanaian time. If I have any trade running by 9 p.m. Ghanaian time, I'll just close it off to avoid any sort of problem. And the fifth rule I have here is that follow your trading rules. In case you don't have a trading strategy and a rule yet, probably go build one. You can check my trading strategy playlist. You can learn my own strategy because I trade supply and demand and trend lines, and also use a little bit of SMC concept, but I will not say I'm an SMC trader. I trade more of price action, supply and demand, and the rest. So with this already said, hope you find this video helpful. Do the needful by smashing that subscribe button. And also, if you're on Twitter, you can consider following me on Twitter, where you can also get some glimpse of my trade that I do post there once in a while. You can also join my Telegram channel because I do drop signals, even though this week I haven't dropped any signal because I've been trading gold that I normally don't like dropping good signals for people. So with that already said, have a nice day. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.